turned around and bite me. At that time, I started to feel very depressed. So that was a very terrible experience for me overall. 19th birthday coming up, and I just decided, go and get another piercing. And it turned around and bite me. I then started realizing, like probably a year and a few months after getting the piercing, that I started to see growth at the back of my ear. At that time, I started to feel very depressed because I know already what's the reaction with people when it comes to having keloids at the back of your ear. So that was a very terrible experience for me overall. After a while, I started realizing, okay, it's getting bigger and bigger every minute. I was asking my sister, can you see, like with me standing in front of you, can you see it? And she's like, she was always telling me yes. I was like, oh my goodness, this is really going to affect me. So socially, I would try my hardest to go out and not like let it be seen. So I was trying to always have my hair down. I'd have a hoodie over my head, anything at its best, just so people don't stare at it. And with me being a teacher also, that's another thing, because students ask questions, and that was a major thing. Teacher, what is that on your ear? What's that on your ear? Or they would laugh and point and say, you have a big bump or you have a tumor or something on your ear. And that, oh geez, I tried for it not to affect me, but in all actuality, it was affecting me. But other than that, what can you do? Because I didn't like the fact that persons kept staring at me. It was making me feel socially awkward. So that, I just had to get rid of it. I was scrolling on Facebook one day, and a lot of my friends on Facebook actually liked the page for Blue Haven, so it kept popping up, and I was like, you know what, this seems like it's gonna be a good thing. So I started going through the Facebook profile, and I realized, okay, you had a few successful things that were done. So I told myself, I sat down, I had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, Mommy, I think I'm going to sit and think about if this would be the best place for me. I thought about it, and then eventually I said, you know what, you don't know until you take a risk. So I took the risk, and I was happy with taking that risk. Well, before I actually decided to do it, I was scared because based on the things that, the bad things that could happen while you're doing the procedure, like, the case of you don't know if it's going to go away, you don't know if it's going to shrink while you're getting whatever procedures you have to get done. So that was something, I must tell you that. I first started off with Botox injections. So I had a few rounds of Botox, and after we realized that it got to a size that was reasonable, we then said, okay, let's try the steroids. That's when the procedure started going downhill. It started getting hard, it was getting dark. So then I made the decision, I told Dr. Gordon that I don't care how expensive the Botox is, I will continue to get that because that's the procedure that's working for me. So I decided to continue the Botox. It started going back the way it was, it started shrinking, and then eventually we decided to plan the date for doing the surgery. The surgery was done, it was removed. After that, I had to come back every 2 weeks to get it checked, so to make sure that it was healing fine, the hole was closing, and everything was going just the way it was, but no problems. Well, after a while, okay, of course, it's a wound, so when it's healing, it's going to itch because it has to have a scab. So eventually it has to come over, it's going to be very itchy. But other than the itchiness, I had no problems. It was just fine. Well, yes, thinking about the fact of it coming back, because that was definitely something that Dr. Gordon told me was a possibility, that even after the procedure there's a chance it can come back because of the process with keloids. But I decided to put that nervousness aside, and I took the chance and got it re-pierced. Oh, well, now that it's completely gone, my confidence is back. I no longer have to worry about people staring. I mean, now persons still do stare, because I guess before they were accustomed to always seeing it on my ear. So now you could tell when they're talking to me, they're looking to see, wait, did she get it removed? Because they're not seeing it at all, but they're not saying anything. But I can see they're checking to see if it's still there. But now my confidence is back 100% since it's gone. Experience was lovely. No complaints at all. I had no problems. My appointments were always scheduled on time. I had no issues at all with anybody. The receptionist was lovely. Staff overall was lovely. I had no problems. Yes, I would. Yes, I definitely would. Because I think, okay, everybody's experience is different. And I have sensitive skin. So if the procedure works for me, there's a possibility that it can definitely work for somebody else.